into the LookMaxxing thing in a way where he's just like
and mogging.
Mogging. He'll be very we talked about him on the pod. He'll be very like, I'm not going for longevity. That's not my goal. It's not to live long. My goal is more aesthetics. And I'm like, he's just talking about how he's taking meth and like smashing.
He's taking meth?
Oh, he takes meth. We talked about that.
Oh yeah, he's on meth. He's on a meth cycle.
He literally calls it meth maxing.
Why is he meth maxing?
Because it
for energy,
for productivity, and to curbing your appetite.
It does both those things.
I've only done it like once or twice, and I definitely didn't do it to LookMax.
LookMaxxing when you did.
No,
meth?
I was like, oh, this isn't coke. That's why I did it. But that guy is wild. I watched the 2-hour interview just because he is what he says he is. Like all these other guys like King fucking what's his name, and there's a few different influencers who are like, no, but I also can quote the Iliad. And like he doesn't do
smart too.
Yes, he does not. He's just like, yeah, I'm infertile. I've done it as steroids. I was kicked out for steroids. Yeah, sex doesn't interest me anymore. I want a halo effect when I enter a room, and I'm like, this guy is great. I've never seen a more honest fucking cipher in my life. Just an open
true blue freak,
true blue empty, just an empty vat, like a vat that's supposed to be filled with poisons, but it's just it's amazing, that guy.
This is like late stage influencer.
Yeah, this is like he's like perfect for World War III.
Yeah.
Like clavicular is like
super soldier.
Yeah, this is like the final. This is like the final phase of all this internet shit.
Oh yeah,
as a kid just like taking meth and getting jaw implants and going, my penis doesn't work anymore, and I'm gonna die at 40, but I'm mogging people. This is the final evolution.
And what's gonna happen when the Neuralink comes? That's my question, because. If it's just then now just by default the richest people are gonna be the smartest because they'll get it first.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think they already did it. I think some of those guys have already done some of that stuff.
Seriously?
Well, they're super into biohacking, right?
No,
we were talking about that Prospera place.
Yeah, they probably think that Brian Johnson guy's like cringy.
Yeah, he's probably like the hack version of
what
they've
with his public, it's like, guess we're all bloodletting.
Yeah, like you're
please.
Like, it's very,
I would like to think of a secret society.
It's a bit gauche to be
he's like
in public.
I do think like in a secret society, you're just like everyone acts gay because it's just the most fun way to act, And they're like, now that we're in secret, we can just all go like this. This is fine.
You can finally let the jazz hands out.
Yeah, even straight guys.
It's like you don't put it on like a bird mask at the Illuminati party and are like, hey, how the I see ya.
Yeah.
Chris,
Did you see the Rothschild's costume ball? It was crazy. There's it's in the 70s. I think Salvador Dali was there, and it looks like impressionist paintings. I mean, it's pretty wild. Like it doesn't look like photographs.
Yeah,
it doesn't help. There are no secret societies. You'll look at those pictures, and I'm like, well, I would not put this in the case.
Yeah,
for there are no secret societies.
Well, look at the Met Gala. It's like when you leave.
I worked there.
You worked it.
Yeah,
so that's what happens when the award show goes. Be whoever you want. This is the one where you do whatever you want.
Yes.
Like there's no like Oscars black tie classy standards.
Yeah.
There's no like kind of soft dress code. It's just run wild, be yourself, and that's what those people want. They dress up like snakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when you go, hey man, this is your chance to just do your own thing.
Yeah, like Heidi Klum is a worm.
They show up like in a robot costume.
That was very bizarre. I think that they like weirding us out. I guess if I had like all the money in the world, I would love to just be like to someone and then just not explain it. And like, hey, I think that guy just did. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. It's awesome.
You just have 3 tongues. You're like, what the fuck? I think it's like such a flex of power. It says, I can just, like, wear whatever I want and look like an absolute freak. You can't because you're fucking poor.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I actually want.
By the way, Walmart all day.
But yeah, you ever meet a guy who likes making people uncomfortable? He just loves like watching people writhe in discomfort. And my thought, I always go, rapist. This guy's clearly a rapist.
Yeah.
Like he derives so much joy from the discomfort of others. I just think that's like famous people, rich people. That's just why.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I'm sure that some of those are that. I think it's just personality disorder or bipolar, and the person's like just got to get medicated.
Yeah.
But no, those people are like, Yeah, I've met those people where you're just not gonna, like, this is the only way you can get off is to terrorize this hang.
Yeah.
Is to just divide this hang into two.
You ever meet like famous people, like especially like people who like really, you've definitely met way more than me, who like thrived in like the industry.
I don't even know what famous is anymore. My host, my Dallas shows, I was like, well, just say I've been on Conan. She goes, what's that? And I'm like,
Oh, God.
it's gone. There it goes.
Oh.
Which is crazy. He has a very popular podcast and a show on HBO. So I'm like, well, fuck.
Yeah,
Conan?
That credit's done?
Yeah.
Was your host like fucking 22 years old or something?
Yeah, she's 27.
Yeah.
What's
Really
that?
sweet girl.
27?
Funny, but she didn't know.
27.
She was also, I think her parents were
she was
from out of this
homeschooled?
country.
Oh,
So
okay.
that could be it too. And
was
Conan is a real, like, comedy, like, white dude for the most part fucking thing in the 90s and 2000s. Or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I don't think he traveled. I don't know who of those guys traveled well. Maybe Kimmel, maybe Corden, because he
even
fucking
Johnny
sings.
Carson feels so American.
It feels so American.
Yeah.
Like all those things, they're different types of American, but they all feel so American.
Conan Tumor is also like extreme. It's so American because it's like the Will Ferrell kind of thing where it's like he's an idiot, but he's like extremely confident or whatever, that kind of thing.
I think Graham Norton travels because it's all on the guests.
Yeah.
And he's just like in the corner, and it's like, hey, let's see these famous people.
No, it's like I like
Yeah.
seeing Timothée Chalamet talk on.
That is very American to be like the confident dunce.
Confident like moron is like so
Yes.
American. Whereas like in I guess it sort of works out like that in British humor a lot. I
The
think
UK
the easiest
is
like you
more
watch-
like sardonic smart guy.
Yeah.
It's like sardonic fat smart guy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Chris Hedges making good points and then falling asleep in gravy. No, Chris Hedges. Sorry, he's dead now. Chris Hedges is like he's like a political commentator. He's
No,
like one of my
Chris Hedges is
favorite.
Yeah, we like
But
Chris Hedges.
god damn, is that motherfucker depressing?
No,
Holy
he's
shit.
To the point where I go, I don't even know. Like, I guess I agree with everything, but I don't even know. I don't know. It's,
He's on that-
That's actually every time I leave Chris Hedges, I just like, yeah, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
man,
I don't know. I'm gonna go downstairs, Chris.
Yeah,
Grow
you
more hair to make me feel more
You want
comfortable.
to like defend like the existence of the entire world to him somehow. Like,
Yeah.
and I get like weirdly because I'm a part
What's
of it.
his big? What was his big?
Yeah.
What's the book called? I read some of his.
Empire. It's end of Empire. What's
Yeah.
America the Farewell Tour?
Yes, that one.
That was it.
That's-
Which is that's the bleakest title
That's
ever.
the one. I have that in my house. I read a good amount of
called
that.
the
Yeah, I thought Noam
America the
Chomsky
Farewell
was
Tour.
It's
depressing.
called Blow
and
Your
this
Head Off
guy-
Part 6.
Yeah.
There's only one other like there was this playwright Carol Kane who would like write absurdist plays about like the Bosnian War and shit, and that was the only one where I read that. And I was like, is she still doing stuff? He goes, oh no, she killed herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Immediately you're like, oh no,
Okay,
yeah, that's not happening, dude.
Yeah, you're just reading the bell jar and you're like, where's this lady?
She have any beach reads?
How's Plath
He said it.
doing?
He said it the way you talk about like how like 100-year-old dies of natural causes. He's like, no, she obviously.
yeah.
No, she didn't make it to 55.
Yeah,
No, she's
if
dead.
like the fucking Rogers and Hammerstein guy was depressed, then like the girl's pulling out a dead baby skeleton is not
Is
going to
that
be.
is that the Richard Linklater movie?
Yes, that's the new one. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's great.
I hear it's great. But Carol Kane was I think the writer that I was talking about.
Hitchens had the same vibe as Chris Hedges, where it's just
Yeah.
intensely depressing and
At
dark.
least Hitchens
Intense.
is funny.
Hitchens is funny, but Hitchens is also like, I'll be in the ground.
I'll be covered in
I'll be
earth.
covered in dirt and fucking and worms.
But
I'll be nothing but dirt and worms.
I'll be
and,
meat
and
for the
after
floor.
that, I'll be fucking ashes and even less than nothing. And you're like, thanks, man.
I used to love. Remember those
Thanks,
Onion
Chris.
headlines where it was like Chris Hitchens taken drunk out of trailer park, and he's like, and just like some Arkansas. Yeah, he was great. I mean, I loved Diary of Henry Kissinger, but. Yeah, he went too early too, but at least Hedges, I guess he believes that he's a Christian. He was a Jesuit.
Hedges is a Christian?
He used to be he was training to be a priest. He's also a power lifter, which is fucking hilarious.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Chris
any of
Hedges
these
is a
things.
Christian powerlifter.
Yeah, he was.
He just needs to lean
he's a
into this
he
part.
doesn't like not for his body, but he's like the only way I get rid of this sadness. Like, fuck.
Chris Hedges is looks
Yeah,
maxing.
and he's like just benching 250.
Clavicular head.
Well, that's
he's
clavicular
Look
Hedges.
That's
What if-
Chris Hedges.
Oh, dude, what if we did like a Save the Last Dance?
Has failed.
Save the Last Dance with Clavicular and Chris Hedges. Yeah. It's like, Chris, you got to go like this.
Fuck, that's a bummer.
Man, 4 people are going to really love that joke.
Yeah. Well, the Venn diagram of Chris Hedges and clavicular fans is just 2 separate circles. There's no
Gesundheit. That's the yeah. I think we're the only 3 people in America who know both of their work.
We're both familiar. Honey, put down the Chris Hedges clavicular streaming.
That's enough for reading time. Clavicular's mogging Sneako right now.
Also,
Darling,
I've
put
met
the book down.
I've met Sneako.
I met Sneako.
Can you do it? I did a show at NYU with him. He was going there, I guess. He had hair at this point. Super nice guy. But I realized I was like late 30s, and he's like, "Oh man, my parents love you," and I was like, "Oh my god, am I that old?" Like all of a sudden,
yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, I just started comedy. I've done it like 20 times." I was like, "Oh," he's like, "Let me see your YouTube," and he already had like 300,000.
Yeah.
And I asked him like, "Well, how do you do it?" I don't think he does stand up anymore. He goes, "Oh, you just like go to a university and say like." You're like, I'm going to destroy the most liberal university student ever, but it's just a normal university. I'm like, this is Rutgers, dude. It's like, I'm sorry, I think I said on my fucking whatever. But yeah, it was a little crazy, man.
Yeah, I smoked cigarettes with that guy outside the stand. He's a nice enough guy.
Yeah, he's fine. I think I don't know what him.
Now he's off the deep end.
Yeah, I don't know what him, Clavicular, and Nick Fuentes talk about. Worst hang ever. It's like it's worse than like the Wild Hogs hang.
Yeah, like you. I don't know if you want to talk about after this. What do you? It's just awkward.
Yeah, I mean, it's like so we're gonna fuck, right? That's probably really what it is. But.
I saw
okay, thank God.
Thank you, God.
This morning I saw a clip of Fuentes ironically pretending to be really into the result of the Bears-Packers game because he's from Chicago, and he was like, "Oh yeah, go team, first down." He was like sports balling.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He was like, "Bear down, we won the game."
He's like,
"Fuck the Packers."
The funniest thing, he's like, "I just care about America. I'm not Hitler." Then it's like, let's invade the entire hemisphere, and I'm like, that is what Hitler exactly. That's exactly what Hitler said and then did.
Has Fuentes been supportive of Venezuela?
Big time.
Big
really?
time.
Yeah,
big time.
That's not very America first.
He's so full of shit.
No, it's not. He's getting a lot of flack.
And he's like, he's
The
hemorrhaging.
Groypers are pissed. He said 2 things recently. He said that the age of the women victimized by Jeffrey Epstein is not the problem. The problem is he worked for Mossad, and if you're a 15-year-old girl, that's no biggie. That's what he said. No biggie to 15-year-old girls, and we should invade Venezuela.
Say something without saying something, Nick.
Jesus.
But yeah, because I also think he leans into the gay thing to hide some other things. I don't know. Maybe allegedly, but yeah, it feels very. They almost feel like they're cryptids made in another dimension, and then like, okay, act like a podcaster.
I think he's so gay and so repressed as a gay guy that
let's hope. That's what I'm saying. Let's hope it's just the gay thing.
I feel you. I think it's kind of like he's so gay and repressed that like to him a 15-year-old girl and a 50-year-old woman and an 80-year-old woman are all the same thing.
Are all equally unattractive.
It doesn't make it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry.
No, I mean, you look at like the other gay, the actual gay guy, the guy who started all this. Milo.
Sorry.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
The gay guy who started it all.
The gay guy that started it all.
I would
love it if it. Man, this should be my intro for tomorrow night.
The gay guy that started it all.
The gay guy that started it all.
Yeah, we got Dan St. Germain here, by the way, guys. The gay guy who started it all.
Well, like jump up to Thomas Dale, going, "Damn it!" That's a blast from the past. All right, sir, keep going.
No, but he was like even saying, like he said, that's like out of his playbook. Is to say something isn't bad when it's obviously horrible. Yeah. I think he said this about like priests because he's like Catholic. He's like, it's not a big deal that they molest boys. It's not even a big deal. A lot of boys like it or something horrible. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's the same move, It's
crazy that Candace is like rising like the old woman in the stand compared to everybody else, like compared to like Nick's like hemorrhaging viewers. It seems like everybody's hemorrhaging.
Well, she's just got.
And she's like predicting stuff from the cornfield.
She's so perfectly entertaining in 2026. She's got every element.
Yeah,
she's a hot black red-pilled conspiracy theorist, true crime daily podcaster.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
It's everything.
She's like a media, just like Yahtzee. You know,
Yeah.
like on
Who's
first
the
roll.
least sexual person I've ever seen in my life.
You think so? I
I don't know.
I think
goes
I think she goes
fucking
crazy
nuts
on it.
I
think she goes
really?
crazy. Yeah, I think she does
I think
tricks
she's
on
go-
it.
I think she's gorgeous. I do not get one vibe.
Really?
Now, let me clarify this. I actually don't get many sexual vibes from women coming from them. But no, I felt like she's completely like
thinks she's
asexual.
See, I get the opposite. Did you see
Really?
the clip that was going viral on Black Twitter? All the black dudes on
Yeah,
Twitter were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know she go crazy
Yeah,
on
she
it.
go dirty.
You know she.
Well, I'll tell you what,
know
black
she
guy,
a
she's not going
freak
crazy
freak.
with you.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
She's
her-
the opposite of Van Jones that she
Yeah.
wants.
He's
Who's
he's the British guy who was the CEO of Parler, which was
Parler.
like Rumble before Rumble, and his
Yeah.
father is like a right wing British oligarch.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Amazing.
home run.
Home run.
George Farmer.
Incredible move.
Well, she also got introduced, I think, by Scientologists. Introduced her and her husband. This is all weird when you go to the defense. Like when you really see the people that are like on the board of like Raytheon Lockheed or like have the highest Q rating, which is like Reddit government rating or whatever. They're like, oh, people are like, they want to say, oh, it's the evangelicals, it's the Jews, it's the Muslims. It's always like,
Scientologists?
dude, it's the newest version of whatever that religion is. So Gnostics and Mormons, Kabbalah and Sufi, a larger presence of Scientologists and of I think I named all of them. I said Gnostic. So
Yeah, what's that called? Like not New Wave, but it's almost like
it's a return to pantheism. Some would say, like Metzger would probably say, it's Luciferianism. They want to be elevated to that, and they're literally because, like, if you believe in that shit, right? If like you're a Luciferian or whatever, which means you could be any religion, by the way, you know, like or started out as any religion, then like the religion's just like part of the mask. It's like part of the fun of it. You know, tricking people is powerful.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
Well, the story about her and her husband getting married is insane. It's like they met at some conference in the UK, and it was in the pandemic, and then they like Zoom called 3 times, and then they got married.
just
the next
got
week.
married.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild.
which is I was like, oh, you're psychopaths.
yeah,
Or they really wanted to fuck, and she's like, I don't want to be a hypocrite. There is that element, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe she wait till she was a virgin.
Who is still like? Is that girl Sophie Rain still a
The
virgin?
OnlyFans chick?
Yeah, is she still a virgin?
I didn't know she's a virgin.
I thought that was her thing. Is that like
I don't know.
I'm gonna do sex videos but still keep my virginity.
that's
No,
a
I
good,
don't
that's
know.
a good grift.
but
That's
she's not like
solid.
having sex. It's just like like other stuff.
Like
but
blown a guy.
I don't even know if she goes that far. I don't know.
Just like
I
solos?
don't. I'm not. I do not subscribe to her OnlyFans.
I
so.
saw her going at it on this is fucking chronically online. Didn't know this. She was going. There's a groiper running for governor in Florida named James
I know.
Fishback.
Yeah, I know James Fishback.
Yeah, James Fishback. He just did Tucker, and he's
Yeah, I just saw
saying,
that.
He's saying that he's going to put 50% tax, a state tax on all OnlyFans earnings from any OnlyFans creator in the state of Florida. He's calling it a sin tax. It's a tax for sinning.
Look here. I'm a big government
And
guy.
then he's going to use the money for these things he calls crisis family centers, which he's going to. And crisis family centers are what he's going to erect in place of all the Planned Parenthoods that he burns down.
Oh, my God.
So he's going to destroy, literally, physically, like knock down with bulldozers every Planned Parenthood in the state of Florida, put up crisis family centers, and then he's going to fund those with the 50% OnlyFans
money?
sin tax. This is his platform. And he's telling it to Tucker, and Tucker's like, that's amazing. How has nobody thought of this before? I can't believe nobody's thought of this. Well, if you think about it, it is a sin, and sin should be taxed. If we're going to be taxed, sin should be taxed.
I'm a big I think the tax rate should be. I don't know if I don't think there should be billionaires. Fuck! I just lost my shot at Rogan, but I don't. So, but like she makes. I would just say tax her just because if she's not getting taxed, she's making $90 million a year.
They get taxed pretty heavily.
Oh, they
overseas.
do?
Like,
Okay,
they're
with
kind
the-
of like contractors. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
think they have a W-2 with OnlyFans. Like I think.
What are some other jobs then that should just be taxed for being like? Why the fuck are you in this job?
Yeah, why do you make so much money?
Yeah.
I don't know. But the OnlyFans thing is not
I
like
guess drug
Parking
dealer.
cops,
But yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Constable.
meter maids,
Yeah.
yeah.
meter maids.
Teachers. No, I'm just joking.
Teachers.
Cut their pay in half.
Yeah, cut their pay in half.
I'm sick and tired of these teachers making so much goddamn money.
Trying to
Keeps me up at night.
Female CEOs. Tax all the female CEOs at 70%.
Guys with gay sons.
Sorry, it's the gay son tax. You have to take half your money away.
Yeah, it's a 60% gay son tax.
Yeah.
The
Sorry.
60% gay son
Yeah, but,
tax.
so Fishback was going at it with Sophie Rand, the OnlyFans chick.
Yeah.
She was like, fuck this guy. And he was like, I'm going to save your soul. I'm trying to save your soul.
That's a good
You're a
Fishback.
beautiful woman with so much intellect. And
Dude,
you're
he
using
is
it.
amazing.
You're using it for
so much intellect.
and you're being exploited by this company and causing pain to so many young men.
Oh my
And I was
God,
like,
dude.
that's wrong, actually. She's not a genius, ruining her potential. That's first thing I'm taking umbrage with is that you said she's squandering her intellect.
Every time I see that guy Fishback, I'm just the first thing I think is Mr. Anderson.
Yeah,
you
no,
know
he
he
talks-
has that Neo.
He really talks. Tucker.
He talks like
Tucker. We're
Smith.
Yeah, he
'cause
talks
there's
like
no
Smith.
reason. These AI data centers, we're going to burn all of them to the ground.
Well, there you go. That's
I
the
don't-
problem.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate
No, a
that
lot
at
of the
all.
stuff is-
I don't hate that at all.
No, he's a big raising wages, universal health care guy. It's
What?
full horseshoe. Yeah.
He believes in universal. All right, man. He might swing me back.
So what they want
I
is
mean,
like
it's-
if he's burning data centers and giving us healthcare,
those guys want burn.
Fuck these OnlyFans
Yeah.
sluts. I don't care. Like I don't.
Those
even,
guys want burn the data centers, like $40 minimum wage. Get rid of
Hey, if
Blackstone
you want
owning
to fucking
houses.
tax OnlyFans, then fine.
Yes.
If you give me
If
all
that's
that,
the
there you
if
go.
that's
Here you
like
go. Take it.
What's it called?
So the
Yes.
payoff for getting all of your, from an economic standpoint, all of your progressive dreams come true, if these guys were to make it in, the payoff for them doing everything leftists want economically is
Christian nationalism.
we burn down every Planned Parenthood, we tax the OnlyFans ladies, and we zip tie every Venezuelan and ship them to CCOT. That's the payoff.
That's actually a tough.
That's their payoff.
It's a tough bout. I mean, I think.
But the truth is, neither of those things. None of them will happen.
Well, it's going to be. I mean, immigration is such a nightmare because it's like, that many people under Biden shouldn't have been let in, and what's happening now is also psychotic and just ghoulish to watch. And clearly, these men should have nothing, And then they're not even bringing the third thing is that we fuck with these South American and Central American countries for the last
to no end.
200 years or whatever.
Yeah, that's why the Fuentes thing is so confusing. I thought he was this what's that called? Where you're
It's Hitler, dude.
Yeah.
That's Hitler's like, let's just focus on Germany, and then
completely does the.
that's what I was saying. Everyone's like, oh, he's Hitler because he hates Jews. I'm like, well, no, that's not. I'm like telling you, it's this thing. He's lying about this thing to get to this
Yeah.
thing. He's imperialist, just like all these guys.
Yeah.
He loves when you hear that motherfucker talk about Israel, he's like glowing because he wants to do that, but with like white straight Christian guys.
Great point.
Oh,
He's
he's America
yeah.
to be
He's
Christian
like
Israel.
I totally
Well,
get
yeah,
it.
he's always like, they're extremely powerful, far higher than average IQ. These are smart, capable, organized people.
Yeah.
When he's
Which
talking
is
about the Jews.
it's just such ignoring of like once you get to these circles and you see that none of these guys are particularly religious. And if anything, they are all probably studying something older and Egyptian than any of the Abrahamic religions, and they're not going to let you know about it. So you fighting about all this shit, they're just disguising this thing over here.
Yeah.
Like ancient,
Yeah.
religions and ancient.
Yes, dude. Like Metzger said this to me last night. It was he was like, "Hey, why is a Muslim terrorist group named ISIS? Wasn't that God there a lot before?" It's like they do play things. I was like, well, that's not what it's Islamic State. But I'm like, it is called, why do we have pyramids on our fucking dollars? What of our country are we, talking about Horus and Osiris and anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I will say that there's a lot of ancient gods that match up with how the world is going way better than the three bigs or Buddhism or anything else. There's the ancient stuff is, this like go to the Sumerians, guys, check it out. That's much more in how in tune
you're
the
saying
world
like
is.
the big three Abrahamic religions. It's like their version of just feeding us like AI Netflix slop.
It's like it's sanitized, mystery meat.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's a lot of these. I mean, look what was on fucking Epstein's and then Bohemian Grove. It was Moloch the owl. That was Moloch, the god that's like the god of child sacrifice, and it predates.
Yeah, with tits and balls. And,
It's a good time.
The perfect
it's an owl
woman.
with tits and wait, no, I'm thinking of the devil. I think
there's a couple versions of the devil. There's like Baphomet.
Yeah, with the tits and the balls.
I don't know.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Is that Dylan Mulvaney? Is it Baal?
That's the ancient Egyptian god Dylan Mulvaney.
B-A-L?
I don't know. It's kind of a guy. He's kind of doing this thing. This creepy thing.
That's Baphomet, I think.
I don't know. I'm not.
I mean, it's hard. The whole time I'm masturbating, while thinking about it. But yeah, man.
Either way, I'm hard. It doesn't really matter.
But there's one. Who's the god that I saw a clip of the Sean Ryan show last night. It's a god. This is like one of the more ancient demon gods where he comes into his mouth and then he spits out children, which is like a great parlor trick. Oh yeah, that's true.
He thinks he can. He keeps coming into his own mouth.
Nah, don't gas me up, man.
I feel like that's how Puff Daddy had kids.
That's how Andy Dick procreates.
No, Andy Dick's a cum mouth baby. Yeah. Andy Dick's coming out of the mouth.
He's actually P. Diddy's son.
Dude, I feel bad for that guy, even though I had two experiences. Did I ever tell you about my Andy Dick experiences?
No, please do.
I was at Bridgetown Comedy Festival, and he tried to push my head into Margaret Cho's boobs to motorboat her. and then Eric Andre came in and went, "That guy just called me the N-word." It was like a crazy, and then Margaret Cho goes, He's sick. She covered it, not covered.
Ill.
She was being very nice.
Yeah.
And then later in the night, he passed out in a strip club and kept telling all these young male comics that he was recording a podcast in his room.
You sort of lure them in with podcast equipment.
I mean, an
like a
objectively
pedophile
funny,
with candy.
An objectively funny 5 minutes of life to try to get you to try to force you to motorboat Margaret Cho and then call Eric Andre
the N-word.
I mean,
it's like Kaufman-esque.
Back to back.
Yeah, it's like Kaufman-esque.
And you know what? Eric Andre it was like he was pissed, but more in a pissed of come on, guys, you left the cake in front of the dog.
Yeah.
Like Andy's on the loose. Who got him this drunk?
Andy called me slipping.
Who got him this drunk?
We need to get him a kennel.
It's so funny that the podcast equipment, the sheer SM7Bs, those were like those are the Skittles.
I got.
It's like there's a USB in a bear trap.
Yeah.
Wait,
great lighting.
He's got a Roadcaster and a white van. Come here, boy.
Are you podcasting here?
It's just working on me perfect.
Are you podcasting here?
But he just OD'd on Hollywood Boulevard, right?
Yeah. He said he was smoking crack. He admitted he OD'd. They brought him. His crackhead friends brought him to the hospital. Which good on the crackhead friends.
That's kind of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, for crackheads, you're like, fuck, I get to hang out with Andy Dick. That's a big win. Andy Dick used to be funny, dude. Way news radio ago.
Yeah,
there had to have been a time where you could walk down Hollywood Boulevard, and if you wanted to, you could smoke crack with Andy Dick and Lamar Odom.
Oh, yeah.
Not at the same time, though, right?
You don't think?
You think Lamar Odom now?
Not now,
Not
but
now.
Andy Dick, I feel like, has been on and off.
I don't know. He's been on and off, but I don't know about Hollywood Boulevard.
You think that's new?
Well, I think Hollywood Boulevard is like the last stop before death.
That's a good
As
point.
someone who lived on Hollywood Boulevard.
See, I was kind of looking at it like that was his local haunt. Like his version of his local dive bar.
I mean,
was
Lamar Odom's
An alley.
smoking crack on Hollywood
Lamar
Boulevard.
Odom is the Forrest Gump of drug addicts, where it's like his life doesn't make any. It's like, yeah, I was right under Kobe. Then I was a Kardashian. Then I almost died in the Playboy Mansion. Now I'm into cryptocurrency conferences. You're like, he's just there for these weird moments in history.
Yeah.
That is a weird life.
Yeah.
You lived on
Crack
Hollywood
fueling
Boulevard?
it the whole
I did
way.
in Thai Town, where there's a lot of great. I was right across
Jeez.
from Jumbo's Clown Room.
Oh, my God.
Those clowns.
You lived on Hollywood Boulevard in Thai Town?
Yeah.
That's kind of dark.
Yeah, I mean, at times it was great Thai food. Jumbo's Clown Room isn't really a depressing one. It's the other side. It's not Hollywood Boulevard where I was as much as it's Sunset right behind me, where that's where like you see more of the people that look like dinosaurs, like coming at you. But I was only there. How long was I there? For a year, and then I moved to Glendale, which was like way nicer.
Yeah, Glendale's.
I'm moving in March again. Hopefully this is like the last move. But
Are you going back to L.A.?
No, I'm going to go to Massachusetts. My dad's going to North Jersey and having a condo, so I'll have like 2 weekends a month where I'll be able to go down there and do stand-up. And then
Where are you moving to Mass?
Berkshires.
Oh, nice.
I'm taking over his house. Yeah, I'm pumped.
That rules.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
The Berkshires are beautiful.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to be around... You know, like I actually
That's it.
I don't want to be around. All of a sudden, Andy Dick's head pops up. Hello. You know, I don't want to be around cities anymore, dude. Like even here, I love Austin, and I'm like this. I don't want to be around this many people. And then before that, I was in Dallas. I don't want to be Stamford. I live in now. I don't want to be around this many people. So it'll be nice to just not be around people as much. But you guys probably have that with stand up now, right? Where you just.
I mean, we have to go to 6th Street every fucking night.
It's insane.
It's just bedlam.
Just going and crawling into the devil's asshole.
Yeah.
4 nights a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I realize, like, you walk into whatever building you're in, I realize how tense I am. I was like, Jesus. I'm like, my shoulders hurt from this. I feel like I'm
New York is like that.
Well, also, you walk around New York now, and you're like, this is officially for, like, 23-year-old hot chicks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, this is, whatever time this city was for me has passed.
Yeah.
For sure. That happened to me that happened to me at 30, and I still, 30 was the year where I was like,
30,
where I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Like I'm done. I think as soon as you get a girlfriend that you're like, I could maybe marry this person, it becomes incredibly less attractive. That's you're just like, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, you just lose interest.
But then and also like you kind of miss it because like now like going to New York on vacation is amazing. Like when I was in LA and I would go for a week, I was like, oh, I'm eating at all of my restaurants. I'm doing all the shows I want to do. I like being on the subway. Look at that crazy guy. Look at that hot chick. But if you're there all the time, you're just like, someone fucking shoot me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I went to some famous chick's birthday in New York a year ago, and there were all these young comics there, and they're all cool and they're all a good hang because they're all hot. They're not like when I was a young comic or what the young comics
look
like.
Calling dibs on the pigeon lady from Home Alone.
Exactly. Yes, I was like, you're trying to fuck the chick who's picking her nose in the back corner. Now everybody's hot, and there was this vibe. There was this just young New York. Vibe of this Gossip Girl vibe almost of we're in the city and everything's great and isn't life amazing? Let's do shots. That was the vibe. Let's do shots. And I was like, man, this is just really not
this isn't
for
for you anymore.
No, I've fully aged out of this. It's done.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I haven't it's so weird to be at a party now even. But yeah, these. That sounded depressing, but
no, we're getting there.
I just don't want to be. I like going to a green room. I mean, it's weird now. I like going to the green rooms comedy. Where I love seeing you guys, and I realize this is how I fuck myself. Is that I do now like stand up comics. I think more than people. I definitely like them more than all the other businesses I've worked in. Writers, actors, musicians, fucking wrestling. I just feel. I feel like. When you're around stand-ups, you know who you immediately like and who you immediately don't like, and there's not as much
artifice
on it. There's just not enough time for it.
Yeah. There's also no ladder. There's no structure at all.
Yes, you're ships. You're little
all
pirates
just alone, so it kind of works out.
There's not much to sift through.
No,
actors, YouTube-y type people that I've met,
sketch too. Yeah,
there's some sifting to be done.
Yeah,
you go, I don't know.
Who is this guy?
Peel back. Yeah, you're peeling back layers of fakeness to be do I like this
What's
guy?
At the core of this guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas the comedians, you're within 30 seconds.
And because you see their flaws too.
Yeah, you're either this kid rules or this guy stinks.
Or this kid rules, but there's parts about him that stink. Which is probably more accurate. But it's. I don't know, man. I love stand-ups, but I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll go crazy. I'll go like J.D. Salinger drinking my own urine when I'm up there. I have no idea.
Salinger drink his own piss?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. I knew he was a recluse. I didn't know he liked to drink his own.
You could say he had a taste for it. No, but I'm right next to 3 minutes away from one of the most historic UFO abduction sites in Massachusetts.
Sick. Nice.
The point where they have it memorialized and shit.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll get abducted. That's a big plus for all of me.
That'd be all right.
Yeah, are you guys how long have you been in Austin now? A year?
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Are you what are we thinking? I've heard all sorts of things, especially it's been popping off the last 3 months between Shane being like, this sucks. But then Austin comics being like, fuck these New York comics.
Yeah.
All that shit is the gayest conversation I can ever.
I was just wondering. Yeah, that's kind of
like
what I think.
Comedy versus I can tell you what I think of. I mean, it's been going well. Austin's.
I can tell you what I think of every city's comics. There's 2 great guys, there's 5 pretty good guys, and there's a bunch of bad guys.
Pretty
Every
standard.
scene
Yeah.
ever.
That's every scene ever.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
Yes.
That's a great point.
Yeah, you can go to fucking...
The idea that there's any comedy scene where there's like 50 amazing comedians is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
No
Boston
way.
wasn't like that. They said that Boston, like some of those guys sucked.
Of course, they did.
Some of
I
those
came
guys
up in
sucked.
Boston,
Come
and
on,
like
man.
they were geezers by the time I was coming up, obviously. But
Nobody's
they're-
like quoting Belzer,
dude,
you
no.
know. Like, come on, dude. Like, let's it's like some of these guys. They had like some of those Boston. That's cool that you saw that. Nobody I know has to see the Boston scene. I'm going back there, but
Lenny
yeah,
Clark's the man, and
he's a great
really
guy. But he's had
funny.
the same like half hour for
They've
the
all
last.
had the same half hour for 25 years. That's a given.
Yeah, that's a given.
Without a doubt. But I thought Lenny Clark and I think Steve Sweeney's funny.
Yeah,
Because Steve Sweeney's kind of nuts. And I kind of like that. There's like you're like, this guy's a fucking lunatic.
well, I guess Louis is still a boss. Silverman is still a Boston. David Cross still a Boston.
Yeah, there was like an early 2000s, late 90s Boston thing that was like...
That was the high. I think that was probably the best comedy class ever.
It's
like
like-
that late 80s, early 90s class.
Yeah,
Because that was
it's
like, even because in New York they were having a
Tell.
thing too. They had a Tal and Marin and
And Chappelle.
And Quinn.
yeah. Well, I guess he went from DC to New York. What was
Yeah,
Chappelle?
yeah.
They said that
Yeah.
Chappelle came to New York when he was like 18 years old, and he was already better than all of them.
Yes, yeah, I've
were
heard
like,
that.
all
I actually, I said that I was on Norton's podcast 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Hey, what's one guy who like showed up?" Because you know he talks about like we were talking about Patrice, and he's like, "Well, it's interesting because I knew Patrice, so it's like these younger comics they like lionize him, but I knew him as a guy, so it's a different." That's what Jim was saying thing. But I'm like, who's a guy that immediately didn't have that you were just like he's like, "Oh, Chappelle." He's like, "He's a different." It's a different
animal.
type of thing.
They
Like,
all say
he
that.
knew when he came in. They're like, "This is something different." And then you look at Chappelle, and he's one of the most. This is what I was saying. One of the most normal looking guys ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like beard, bald,
Yeah.
black dude from DC. You're like, yeah, okay. And as immediately he comes in, you're just like, your eyes go to him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
they said he was like 10 years younger than all of them, and he just blew him out of the water. And he's like way funnier than the rest of them.
I don't know. I guess because his parents were teachers or some shit.
It's just a natural something. Just something in the
I think
fucking-
maybe that's
Stars
just God
kind of
given.
align.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the stars align. It's just kind of God doing something.
I feel the same way about long range shooting.
Just the accuracy some guys have.
The accuracy.
Are you gonna do stand up in Boston and stuff? Or are you gonna?
I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back and do the studio, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of
for
new
a
rooms
night,
too. You can do.
and not just because I can't get booked in the Laugh Boston guys. Not at all because of that. Although Laugh Boston, I'm open. No, I'm doing that, and then I'm just doing Boston that night. But I'm excited because it's closer to my house now. I mean, I'm gonna make no money, of course, but it'll be just fun to be around. That was cool, man. When I was starting out, you would like go up on the Feng Hua Chinese bus to Boston, and it was like.
I would take the Feng Hua
You
down
did the
to
same
New York.
thing?
Yeah, I was,
Yeah.
'cause I lived in Boston. It was $1 round trip bus.
Yeah, from Chinatown.
Yeah, Chinatown
Yeah.
to Chinatown. I used to do the same. Then when I lived in New York, I would do it to Philly.
There's something about that bus ride that like you don't know. It's you know it's like the first time you have a great set. You're like, okay, I'm funny, and then you start making it for a living, and you're like, okay, I'm actually a professional comedian. The bus ride is the first. Okay, I'm in it now.
Yeah.
Like I'm in this. I'm taking a shitty bus to a city to do fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm in it. You know, I'm not just like showing up at an open mic lotto night. You know anymore.
Yep.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm getting nostalgic. I start crying.
It's okay. There's Chinatown buses still, Dan.
No, and at
take
that
the
time,
Chinatown
you guys would come up from New York, and we would be like, "That's when the credit mattered." We'd be like, "This guy was on Conan. He had a Comedy Central half hour."
And now they're like, what's Conan?
Yeah.
What's a Comedy Central half hour?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the big. I mean, Kill Tony's the big one, I guess. Yeah.
Comedy thing?
Comedy credit. Besides, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know,
you have to be
maybe
like a
kidnapping
recurring-
AOC.
Kidnapping AOC would be a big one.
Kidnapping AFC would be big.
Huge.
Pictures of her feet.
Yeah, that'll sell. That'll get you a nice sellout bonus at the.
Well, I don't know if you've seen AOC's husband or fiance, but we all have a shot.
Yeah,
What is he, the doofiest white guy
he's a
of all time,
schlubby
right?
ginger.
Oh, dude, he's
All right.
like You would be the hot version of him in a movie.
Agreed.
Fuck yes.
Yeah,
Dude,
you are
like,
the
it's-
Hollywood version of
You are
him.
the Hollywood version of
I'm
him.
gonna look him up.
No,
Yeah.
He's a ginge.
Yeah, Ginge.
he looks like in God of War Ragnarok, like one of the peasants that like kind of like tries to get away from Kratos.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he is like
Oh, he's gorgeous. What are you talking about? He's fucking beautiful.
what are you talking about?
He's
See?
gorgeous.
You're so much better looking than this guy.
What is
Yeah.
it? Let me see
You
this.
easily bag AOC.
You were out
dude.
of your mind. You don't think that he's gorgeous.
He's so.
He
God
looks
damn,
like
hot.
he's holding in baked beans in his mouth, like not even a fart thing.
He's just cross-eyed from like his eyes being too close. They're not
I'm
even
so
actually.
many-
You're
cross-eyed.
out of your minds. This is the most hillbilly looking motherfucker. I've
This.
ever- He's like He's like European hillbilly,
Yeah.
which
Who
is
is
like the
this
truest
chick, dude?
hillbilly.
Yeah, who is
Who's
who's
this chick?
AOC's friend?
I don't know. Is that real?
Yeah. Is that
That's
real?
AOC's friend.
That's AOC's friend.
I gotta respect AOC that like she's like AOC's a baddie, but this is like a bad baddie, a baddie with a
yeah.
capital B, and she was like, all right, put her next to me.
Golly.
Look at that. Yeah, man.
I've never been. There's not been many black women who've been attracted to me because I do look like the ghost of a Confederate general. I had that line on my last special, but it is true. There is like a weird,
Yeah.
like I could feel like I'll be like I remember when I was saying, I'd be like hi, and then I could just feel, oh nope, okay, walk off.
Where'd you go?
Exactly.
I was talking to you.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Yeah,
I was trying to speak to you.
yeah, like I definitely didn't get a date during the Django Unchained year for sure.
You weren't getting much
sure.
Wakanda pussy?
No,
Wakanda pussy.
what kind of pussy? How long you been with your girl for?
5-6 years.
Wow,
almost.
same. What kind of you?
4.
Damn, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, we're married men.
Yeah, we're locked.
Are you guys gonna get married soon?
Yeah.
Should get married
He's
together.
gonna get married soon. We
I'm gonna pop
we
it.
laugh and laugh about this, but I just have no money. It just seems absolutely ridiculous to
Yeah, that's fine. It's like I wish I had that money back.
the wedding
Yeah,
money.
I don't know why I got excited. I think that's a good call. Yeah, I mean, like, and we didn't even spend that much compared to like some of my
Yeah,
friends. We
most
spent like
people-
36.
Yeah, it's not
which is
crazy.
a lot. Like that's
Did
a
you-
clavicle jaw. That really is.
Yeah.
We spent the same amount on our wedding as clavicle spent on his
Yeah,
jaw.
Yeah, you could look like clavicular. Right
Clavicular. Sorry,
now.
clavicularis.
No, you could have a giant Chad jaw.
I did
right
think me and Soder joke about how funny it would be if I lost some weight and then I just got absurd amounts of plastic surgery and I just never let you talk about it.
Yeah.
You're like, hey Dan, and I just blow past it.
A LookMaxxing
talking about?
Dan St. Germain would be hilarious.
I would love that.
Like a big Bruce Campbell chin and like
Like a waxed, oiled six-pack.
yeah, or like I just want my face to look like Max Headroom, but like just the whole time. Who's had there's been a couple of guys. I mean, obviously Dane Cook now. It's
Does
crazy.
he look crazy?
Yeah, he looks wild.
He looks wild. He looks like the guy who fought. There's a guy, Maniac Cop. It was an '80s movie. He was also in Tango and Cash, and he had the big like head. He's. God,
Why do their heads get so big?
I don't know. I think for him it was some sort of gigantism.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you do a lot of plastic surgery. You start to look like
Stuff gets swollen out. I mean, what's
Yeah.
his name? Zac Efron looks fucking weird as shit now.
yes, he
Zac
looks
Efron
weird.
looks fucking
Zac
crazy.
Efron looks nuts.
He looks actually kind of crazy.
And I thought he was great in
Iron Claw.
Iron Claw because of that. Like
Yeah.
that helped the Botox or whatever he was
Well,
doing.
yeah, he's supposed to play like a sort
Helped.
of like not deformed, but like a wrestler.
Yes.
Like a steroid laden.
Yes.
Injured wrestler.
Yes.
He's basically the wrestler.
But I don't know how.
yeah.
Who knows? I mean, that guy always like kind of surprises me. Where I'm like, oh, that was like super funny.
Did you see him in?
Like I cried when he was in Iron Claw. I cried. But I feel like he could go to a plastic surgeon, just do a dot out, and it would just go back to the most beautiful thing we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know if
deflate
that
Yeah, you
works.
should deflate it, like get just a pin and.
So I think that happened to Kate Beckinsale, where there was like 2 weeks where I'm like, what the hell happened? Then she like went, and then we're
They
like,
gotta
oh
gotta
shit, Jesus
touched
Christ.
up. Yeah. What was that movie? Oh, Beach Bum. Did you ever see Beach Bum?
No.
It's what's his name movie? It's Harmony Korine. You know Harmony Korine? He did
From
Kids
Kids and
he
Gummo.
Did,
Yes,
Gummo,
yes,
he
yes,
did
yes,
Spring
yes.
Breakers.
Yeah.
It's like after Spring Breakers, and it's Matthew McConaughey is like a Key West parrot head poet, and he like goes to rehab, and he has like just a ridiculous, black guy acting white friend. He just has a total wig friend.
Yeah.
And it's Zac Efron, and
And
he's
he's great.
unbelievably funny. And he has like braids and like a Bluetooth and like an etched beard, and he's like the funniest guy you've ever seen.
He is
That's all.
funny, man. I mean,
He's really
I do
fucking
think
funny.
that guy. Yeah, like I think some of those Disney kids dudes, it either breaks you in half or it makes you like you're either Amanda Bynes or Zac Efron.
Yeah.
You know, there's no like middle ground. You're like, because even like there's like that was the last show that I was writing on, like Vanessa Hudgens was backstage, and there was just like kind of a glow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh my, like everyone's eyes go to her because she's not, you know, like she's a very pretty girl, but it is that like it's the Chappelle thing where you're just like, oh,
magnetism.
okay, it's a magnetism thing, yeah.
I have that.
Dude,
yeah, well, yeah.
Dude, I've always thought
You actually you could be cast in a lot of things.
Thanks, dude.
Funny things and also scary things. If you don't move your face. I'm not joking. But you have to like you have to throw your timing away a little bit. Yeah. Exactly. That was like chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like tough. That's tough. Like that's a tough guy at a library to run into. You know, like, exactly. Look at that. That's great. That's great.
You reading?
Yeah.
Well, I
doing
can
all
play a
these
total creep. I would love to be a
Well, they
fucking
have all
freak.
these movies
Because
and
you're
TV.
handsome creep.
Thanks,
you're not like a
dude.
total creep.
Thanks, dude.
That's true. Yeah.
I needed that.
They have all these movies now about men who have been radicalized online. And I think you.
Oh,
I
I'd
think
be a
you
great
could
guy to
pop
get
in
radicalized.
You
there.
could definitely
online.
do that.
Yeah, you ever see Manadrum? I've talked about.
I haven't, man. I haven't seen it. It sounds like something that fucks me. I'll check it out.
Manadrum, it's like a drone that fucks your ass.
Yeah, okay. I know Videodrome. You ever seen Videodrome? Dave Cronenberg's Videodrome?
No, I
that
love
movie.
Cronenberg,
James
though.
Woods. It's fucking crazy. That movie. You got to see it.
Manadrum is like the worst movie ever, but it's amazing. It's Adrian Brody's like an online manosphere cult leader, but he runs a cult out of this like mansion. And then Jesse Eisenberg plays like a disillusioned young father in his early 20s who gets like sucked into the manosphere cult. And then Jesse Eisenberg starts doing all these crazy things because he's trying to prove his masculinity. And then he gets in a fight with this black guy at his gym, and they start like swinging on each other. And then the next scene, and it's never explained or talked about again, the black guy bends him over in Jesse Eisenberg's apartment, and they have passionate gay sex.
Wait,
And
was
the
this
black
Tom
guy-
Holland or Jesse? Because Tom
Jesse
Holland.
No,
is
it's
okay.
Jesse Eisenberg and Adrian Brody and a
Yeah.
random black actor who
It was a
fucks
random
Jesse
black dude?
Eisenberg.
Yeah, it's
It
a guy
wasn't-
found
It
on the
wasn't
street.
Michael Blackson.
Dude, it's literally like
Michael Blackson.
Yeah.
I'm going
African
to,
prince.
I'm going to fuck you.
That was Irish, by the way.
You're gonna give me the poon poon.
I need to have sex with
Well,
you.
that's the thing where they come out with like 7. You know, now it's just there's like I went to go see Primate a couple days ago, which is a blast, by the way. That's the killer
scary
chimpanzee.
monkey. Yeah.
And like there's like because horror is hot, every single type of genre of horror was in the trailers. There was like found footage, historical, slasher, you know, legacy. It was. I'm just like, I guess it's the only thing people were making.
Yeah,
right
it
now.
feels that way.
It's the
I think
only-
it's like you either are like James Cameron and you're making Avatar, or
Yeah.
you're like Ari Aster and you're making Hereditary. Like, there's no
Yes.
because the mid-budget movie has to be genre, and the most popular genre is horror.
Well,
Yes.
if you want to sell a comedy, it's got to be to Hulu or Amazon now.
Yes.
Or Netflix.
And then they all look the same. They're all weirdly bright. I don't like.
which I think is the TV.
you think
Like,
it's.
I think it's more glow of like the TV, but like I don't know. Like some of
It
them
looks so
some of them are
bright. Everything's bright and focused.
Well,
and
they don't
clear and
really
weird.
make comedies.
Well, do you remember when like Chelsea came out and it was just you guys maybe were a little younger for that, but like every single fucking late night show copied then Chelsea after that because everyone had been doing the desk with Carson, and then as soon as they opened up a little, they're like, oh okay, and then instead of like really opening up, they just copied her.
Copied
you know?
her, yeah.
Just put some couches on there.
Yeah, yeah. They
Like,
just
made it
like,
more relaxed and more
yeah, they made it
panel.
more relaxed, more
Yeah.
like weird lights. It feel like a, I don't know, like a singles bar in Toronto.
Yeah,
You know?
which is a great vibe. It was such a hang. I remember watching Chelsea as a kid and like with my mother. Like,
Dude, she pushed tickets
she
for people,
loved it.
man. She like really helped. I got in like you know she was done by the time she finally saw me. She saw me and I was like, oh shit, of course. She made a lot of guys, dude. She made a lot of guys. And
Joe
gals.
Coy.
Yeah,
Joe
and
Coy
even
was a big
people like-
Chelsea lately guy.
Really, he
Yeah.
started, and then
Oh
he just,
yeah, he's huge.
Then
Chuck.
every Filipino in the world is like, this is my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they had such. I mean, I hate saying this. I don't want to sound like a woke guy, but they didn't have like Asian comics didn't have a lot of representation for a long time.
it's completely
And then they
reasonable.
totally kind of and then, but yeah, she gave careers to like fucking Heather Scoop or whatever her name is, Heather
The Scoop lady.
the Scoop lady. Like almost everybody. Like I bet
Scoop
you
is
can
like
watch
a really popular like
gossip thing.
podcast.
I bet you could watch that show, and most of the people on there, you're like, okay, yeah, that person has a career, that person has a career, that person.
It was
has a career.
huge.
Any famous like almost every famous middle-aged lady has like a Chelsea Lately product.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and they were the only ones selling tickets, and then Rogan started. That's what I mean. They're like, oh, only women sell comedy tickets, and now it's like the Rogan and Tony guys are selling. So that's not true at all.
No, that's not true. It is easier, I think, to be like an Instagram type if you're appealing to women.
Yeah,
it's hard to be like a dude Instagram. You know what I mean? It's like you kind of got to do the podcast thing.
Well,
which is fine.
yeah. I guess they just don't want to hear us talk.
Ladies?
Women?
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to hear what we have to say.
That's
not
true.
what, and I don't mean men. What we have to say.
Like I'm sure they'll listen to Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, they want to hear what he has to
I'd
say.
love to hear what Timothy.
But they don't want to hear what like we have to say. And
Well, I think it's just
and
that-
they don't.
We're like they come to us and we're like, you ever hear of the Anunnaki and the Sumerians?
Yeah,
and they're
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
yeah, I'm
We
gonna
just
go
talked
talk about
like,
Bravo.
Yeah.
Jewish pedophile cabals for 15 minutes, and they're like, "What? Why don't?"
I
care?
didn't say. I said old religions.
The oldest.
No, Sumerian. No, Sumerian and Anunnaki. It's the one thing that has followed everything. All right, I'll keep going.
Noel has a good bit about this. Noel Miller has a good bit about. He like asks the women in the crowd, "How many of you like who's in relationships?" Blah blah. Then he's like, "How many of the women in here have learned about the Mossad this year against your will?" How many of you learned about the Mossad against your own will?
Yeah, that is a real. I don't know. I guess.
Well, and what dudes watch on Instagram, by the way, because women will just watch a guy or gal being like, once you're in your 30s, you don't feel like going out to the bar anymore. But other than that, and it's just like the most normie, basic bitch down the middle take, and they're like, oh my God, this is so funny. And they can just watch a million of those videos. Like my girlfriend's algorithms are so fucking healthy. It's like families, cute babies doing cute things with their
Compared to
dads,
yours?
fucking dogs and stuff. All the stuff I watch, it's like a neo-Nazi guy with down. It's like a Down syndrome neo-Nazi, and I'm like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's literally like a big. No, we're playing stuff. We're not gonna be a place. Hey, you fucking Jew. Hey, why don't you listen to me? Why don't you listen to me, fucking Jew? Huh?
You weren't born here.
I sent it to 20 of my friends. This is the greatest piece of comedy.
It's the worst thing.
So why would I hop on and be like, hey, fellas? It's like, I'm not a neo-Nazi, nor do I have Down syndrome, which means I don't have the talent to succeed in my own algorithm.
For me, it's like asses and like an old man with a hat and a large beard going, they're coming! Yeah. They're coming!
Yeah, it's a lot of schizos. I get a lot of schizos. What do I get?
For sure.
I get bizarre fetish content that I send to my friends because I think it's funny.
Like what kind of fetish stuff?
It was right now. I'm on a furries in inflatable costume.
You can send that to me anytime, by the way. Fuck up my algorithm.
Dude, it's literally like a guy dressed up like Yoshi, but it's like inflated, and then he leans on like a guy who's dressed up like a killer whale inflatable and farts. And I'm like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, that's farting as a fetish is hilarious.
Yeah, I get a lot of fart fetish stuff.
I've never met anybody who's into people. Oh no, I met one guy. There's always one guy, but I
get in like black eye podcast rabbit holes too. Black dude podcasts are really funny. Dude.
Which ones?
Very good.
Club 520 is like a basketball podcast, but it's just four hood black dudes being hilarious.
I'll check that out for sure.
What's his name? Mano, Jim Jones, and Dave East. They're just like three fucking New York rappers have a podcast.
Yeah.
And the entire podcast is just waiting for one of them to say something even slightly gay. And then the other two like walk off the set and get pissed off.
No!
Oh, no. It's time for a commercial break. You ain't gonna say that. We just gonna keep talking. And it's just them. And then 85 South.
85 South is incredible.
Those guys are
I
incredible.
don't know what that is. I'll check
That's
it
like
out.
Carlos. Those guys were
Carlos
on like Wild
Miller,
and Out.
DC Young Fly,
Chico Bean.
They're
so
Dude, I'm
funny.
all
Unbelievably
like for podcasts. I'm all UFOs and politics. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm not even doing sports or true crime anymore, and definitely not comedy.
Well, sometimes I try to fight against my own brain because it's like if
you should. Yeah,
if I
you
let
should.
my brain do what it's gonna do, it's just gonna be like fucking Fuentes and football.
Yeah.
It's literally gonna be like Chris Sims.
Which you
breaking
don't want to see
down-
those guys doing it together. Fuentes on the football field would be rough as fuck.
No, it's gonna be guys like PFF breaking down like the play action success success rate that the Bills had against the Jags, or it's literally Fuentes. So I need to like break that cycle.
You need to break that cycle.
So I
for
break that
sure.
cycle with just like funny black guys.
That's a good palate cleanse.
Yeah, it's a great palate cleanse.
Yeah,
You used to be able to find
like a
YouTube.
normal-
You used to find the craziest shit. You could find, like, as a drug addict, you could find just guys taking, like, Burger King bumps with, they called it Burger King bumps because it was the big Burger King straws, you know?
Yeah.
And I would just a guy, like, straight to his skull, and I would just, like, watch that, like, relapsing, like, becoming part of the, you know, like, it was unbelievable. But I guess they
doing
cleaned
drugs,
that up.
watching
You're doing drugs.
It's
watching people
so
doing
much,
drugs.
yes, it's so much easier to find Nazi content than drug content now.
Yeah.
Like, real drug content, like, real white
like
powder.
tweaker shit.
Like tweaker shit, it's very
Yeah.
hard to find on YouTube. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, good job, YouTube.
Maybe
Good
fair
job.
enough.
Well, there was a bunch of drug subreddits where guys would just show the lines they had just cut up.
They're still
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There was one that's like it was like on R meth. It was
Yeah.
like I used to browse R meth because it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
And then there was one that was like just like fuck crack. This is R meth, bitch. Crack is for bitches. Meth for life.
It's like an East Coast, West
Yeah,
Coast
they had
style
like a
beef.
fake rivalry with R, they had a fake rivalry with R crack. There was one RDPH, which is Benadryl. People
Oh
who
my
would
God.
abuse Benadryl. And
How do you do that? I would
You
take 2 if I wanted to go to bed.
Right. Well, what you do is
Like
you
a
take
normal
you
person.
take 8 and you fight the urge to go to bed, and then you see spiders everywhere.
Robo tripping, basically?
No, it's
Robotripping's the worst. I did it
Robotripping is
once. It's
Robitussin.
the worst.
Okay.
Is Robitussin, but this is DPH, which is whatever Benadryl is.
Gotcha.
And if you fight the urge to go, it's literally classified as a delirium, like a delirium.
So so you just see
Become
spiders.
delirious.
There's no feeling. You don't feel great.
No, I think you're heavily dissociated, like you're heavily like dream stating, but it's all like very bizarre.
As I like get really specific. And where would I find
What's
perhaps a
robo
good deal on
tripping
this
like?
Benadryl? I just
never
threw
done
up a lot.
Yeah.
Like I drank all of it, and then I was like, I just felt really sick. I can't like.
Yeah, you're drinking like a cup of fucking cough syrup. It's just like
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I can't do like a shot of NyQuil without like like a girl. I'm just like
I mean NyQuil I just like to go to bed
Menthol.
with, but like back to like the crazy internet hole stuff. I wanted to say I don't know how much time we have left, but there's 7. What's that called? There's a cult that it's like 764.
Yes,
or-
the
Yeah,
Discord
yeah.
cult.
The
We've talked
Telegram,
about
yeah.
this.
Oh, you guys.
It's a Discord
sorry.
cult. Well, no.
It is. I just found out about this like last fucking week,
What's the guy
and
who
I
did
was
the
like,
Nashville shooting,
well, I think that he was
the
just
black neo-Nazi.
there was it's the nihilism. It's like the girls killing the pets for this group, and
Yes.
like throwing like a Molotov cocktail to a homeless guy, and
Yeah.
Well, and it was started
by a
by
15-year-old autistic British kid, right?
No, he's a 15-year-old. That was a kid who took over the helm once they they arrested the leader. The founder was a 15-year-old ginger here in Texas.
Oh fuck,
Ah!
dude! Gingers have a really
I don't know,
bad.
I go
rep.
back and forth between ginger and brown. So
Were you
Here.
when you were ginger when you were younger?
there was a time I was ginger. I was blonde too. It's
Yeah, interesting.
gone all over the place.
Well, because my shit was way lighter when I was younger. It was more like brighter, more orange or whatever. And as I've aged, it's become more auburn. Like it's getting browner and browner. And I figure by the time I'm
well,
a
like I
little
said,
older,
it makes
it's
you
gonna
more
be brown.
castable, but it also makes you a freak. You have
Having
to get
ginger
both.
hair?
Yeah, it's like you're more castable than us now because of that hair.
I'll take it.
This is the
But
kid
you'll
that started
be pointed at.
764. He started 764.
Oh, that's
I could
not
play
fun.
him in the biopic.
That is like if you and the girl from Stranger Things had a kid. Like it's pretty wild, dude.
He really needs that part. Is really all. fucked
Yeah,
up.
well, so he's had a couple different looks. He's got
Oh, that
bald
look.
look. This was him when he was a young and before he
That's
started going crazy.
pre-clavicular.
Yeah, then he got a little fat. Yeah, this is the
He's not
LookMaxx version
LookMaxx.
of him.
No.
Yeah, then he really stopped LookMaxxing.
No,
that's
he really
him.
stopped. He looks like some famous fucking singer there. But yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, he looks like fucking Sid Barrett or something.
That's it. That's it. What's the? I don't know, man. I with these Colts now, like if I had a kid, man, I don't know
yeah,
how
they
I
can
would
get the
prepare.
cold they get a cold on their phone.
Yeah, because I was
You gotta go
listening to the
outside.
audio of like it was like some news report and they just played. It was like that. I think it was Sean Ryan's show again, but they just played the audio of like this poor girl cutting off her own ponytail for these fucking psychopaths.
Well, I think I wonder if how the degree to which I'm online will help me be a father in today's day and age. Because like my buddies who are like standard 9-to-5 job, 401k,
No
bought a
clue what's
house.
going
They're
on.
dude, they're not even close
They're
to where
so
I'm
out
at.
of touch.
And I have like one buddy from back home in Buffalo who I grew up with who's single and like lives in a 1-bedroom apartment in the city of Buffalo. The rest of them bought like houses in the burbs. They have wives and kids. I have one buddy who's single and lives in the city. He's my only friend who's even close to as online as me.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm kind of geared up to have a kid right now. I feel like I have the tools.
That makes sense.
Because I know what 764 is.
Yes, I know. You know who clavicular is.
I know who clavicular
You know what
is.
Discord and Telegram
I know
are.
what Discord and
yeah.
Telegram are.
Yeah.
I know
I have no
what
idea what Telegram
LookMaxxing
still.
is.
I know that guy's a
Telegram?
billionaire. That's all I know.
It's anonymous messaging. It's like encrypted group
It's just
chats.
threats.
Yeah, it's like encrypted group chats, and then they have like ones that are just like these massive, like message boards, you know, like and you know,
Yeah.
Nick Fuentes is a very popular one, and like some of them you have to pay to be a part of, and you know, and
Everything's
so,
a racket.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like these encrypted like chat rooms, basically.
Yeah, I was.
It's almost like 4chan. It's like a more direct version of 4chan. It's sort of like a streamlined version of what 4chan used to be.
And the internet is basically just telepathy, but it's with the computers. The one, you know, I just thought of that we're all meeting in a metaphysical plane.
Yeah.
It's just we're not the ones doing it. There's something else. Yeah, I don't know what's going to be next, guys. Just take a gun and I put it in blood wire it. I salute you guys for sending me a soldier. Tell
Stay
Sarah I
strong,
loved her.
Well, we're gonna wrap things up. Dan just Bud Dwyer'd.
That is the
Dwyered
if
himself.
you haven't seen the Bud Dwyer suicide, I can't recommend it enough. Norm, he apparently this was like at the Ice House, and I think it was like Sean O'Connor and Adam Egget were opening for him. I forget, but he like hated the crowd, so like and he was starting to bomb. So he just read this like 20-minute poem about Jackie Robinson, and it was like a serious. There was no jokes. It was like him breaking the color barrier. Like it was, and people were getting furious. And what made them more furious is that his openers are in the back laughing harder than they've ever seen. So they know that
fucking
it's
rules.
a bit, you know.
Dude, I watched the clip of Kaufman on stage at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
where he pretends to just be terrified the whole time.
And he's
And-
got he's got him the whole time.
He kind of. I mean, they were some. I felt at some points they were getting pissed at him, and it was making me laugh. So
It worked
hard.
on those audience. They would like actually think something was happening. Like,
Yeah, it was
I
making
mean,
me
I
laugh
think it was
so
in-
hard. He just kept, I'm sorry. I don't know why I agreed to do this. I'm freaking out right now. He did that for like 45 minutes. I was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, he read Great Gatsby. He read the entirety of Great Gatsby.
Or he
to
would eat a
crowd.
bowl of ice cream.
Yeah.
He'd eat a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah, it's. I'm trying to think of like the most astonishingly annoying thing that someone did on stage. I think maybe Lenny Bruce at the end when he was like just reading his legal documents. That must have been a real motherfucker.
I didn't know he
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah, he was. Well, I mean, he was going crazy, but it was like see, you know, like it was like one of those. Type
I mean,
of,
I'd rather
Oh, he was being
that. I'll
serious.
take that over any form of musical comedy.
that's true.
I've wanted to shoot every guitar comedian I've ever seen.
Really?
That's
Some good
never.
ones.
Well, Dana Carvey.
That doesn't. That's I
That,
love
he
him.
was
He
a guitar.
loves- he's a
He's a
huge
guitar.
Dana Carvey guy.
He is the guitar comic.
Okay, all but one because I love Dana Carvey and he's so funny.
I'm trying
But-
to think anybody else. That
Dude,
I can't
You
think
know
of.
what
I
is
have
bad,
not written.
though? It's like
I mean,
the non-
Sandler.
Sandler's
Sam.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
All
those
right.
are like the two funniest guys ever, though.
Yeah,
But
that's
they
true.
don't.
could
But
do-
they like had albums. It wasn't just.
That's true. They had records.
That's true.
The
But
Hanukkah song is like.
I feel like they
genius.
could have been funny doing anything, though. They
That's
are
true.
funny doing anything.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
very talented guys. But
Dana Carvey's funny. He's got a podcast. He's like 63 years old. I listened to like
I have
20
not
minutes
listened
of
to it yet
He
because I just was
killing
nervous.
it. He's hysterical.
He's so funny. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just nervous to listen to it just because I have such a high opinion of.
That's
It's-
reasonable.
It's some of its old guy stuff.
I mean,
he
him
and
and
Spade are
Spade
like
are
really
so
sweet old guys.
funny.
Well, the thing about Spade, he's so fun. I think he gets funnier. That guy.
Yeah.
And also, he's like one of the sweetest guys I've met in show business. We don't know him that well at all. This is just from Not Safe with Dinky Laser, and then like I was getting interviewed right for his staff, and I don't think they even picked up the episodes to do it. The rest of him, but he's genuinely. I think because he grew up really poor.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's why.
He grew up like in Arizona, like killing coyotes with his brother when they were like 4 years old, right? Like just like running
Well, I
around the
think
Yeah.
like
desert.
single mom, bunch of kids, nowhere Arizona is like
Yeah.
the
Yes.
story, and you're like, damn,
Crazy.
that's tough.
Well, he had that story. I think it was on Marin where he had like he was like dropped on his head, like, broke his neck, and his mom was just like, "Yeah, you'll be all right." But, like really fucked himself up. Like needed to go to the doctor.
oh
Yeah.
man,
I met him once. He was insanely nice.
How hard do you think it is now for somebody to do that? Like somebody to come from where he came from and become this.
I think in some ways it's easier
almost
because of
easier.
access.
You think so?
Yeah,
Because you just get on your phone and now you're this like viral freak who lives. You're a kid in the a child in the desert talking into a cell phone goes viral immediately.
Yeah, have you seen?
And then every day you're just Instagram living from the middle of the desert.
Have you seen World of T-shirts?
I have no idea what
Josh
that is.
Block,
Josh Block.
the great Josh Block.
He was here.
friend of the podcast. I know I was kind of.
We missed him.
I
you ever had an
unironically
influencer
would love
who-
to get Josh Block on the
Oh, that'd be
Have you
incredible.
guys ever had an influencer on who kind of like broke down, or we're like, all right, this is kind of bizarre?
We've never had an influence. We had Chet Hanks on.
Yeah,
How was that?
Ruled.
was
Amazing.
just really
He's kind
I
of
heard he was like, yeah, cool
He's
guy.
insanely
Actually.
he's
funny.
like he's interesting. He's like super quiet and kind of shy, and then we'd be like, "What do you think about like Eminem?" And then he would just do like 3 minutes on Eminem.
Miracle. He would
He
just
would
break
do
into like an Eminem impression.
and it'd be hilarious, and then he'd just kind of giggle and then vape, and then
Yeah.
we'd have to kind of carry it a little bit. But
Yeah, it can't
if
be
you
easy being
served
that
him one
guy.
up, he would just fucking clear it down.
Yeah. If you ooped it to him, he would jam
slam.
it. He's
Like,
a good. He's
he was
funny.
doing-
What is oops? What is
Like if
Like
you
alley-oop.
if you teed him up with a bit, he
Oh, I
would be
thought you
so
meant like
funny.
starting to beatbox. For
No.
him. Like, well,
That'd
that's
be
not in the
sick.
cards.
I would. If
No.
he rapped, that would have been awesome.
If you would go like, what do you think? How do you think Trump would do? Blah blah. Like if you set him up with a premise.
Oh, then he's just
He
like,
just does it. and
Killer
he nails
Trump impression, does a good Joker impression, does a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
Eminem impression.
He does- he
Pretty
loves
good
doing
with voice. He
impressions.
loves doing voices, and he's also this like hot wigger. So watching like a sexy famous wigger do a lights out Trump impression is like the funniest thing I can imagine.
it.
we
he
were
was-
howling.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why everyone hated him. Like, all right, he's a white guy who wants to rap, which is 80% of America.
Oh, he's a rich guy's son who wants to rap. What?
What? Yeah, he's a drug addict. Okay, been there. He's into black chicks. Like, where is the problem
Yeah,
with
I
this
really don't
guy?
understand.
It just sounds
I
like
think
across the board rules.
He did patois in like the heat of like wokeness. It was his problem. He didn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
And he'd never given a fuck about anything. And then he was like, Eminem, Chet Hanks. And then everyone was like, what?
There's no way to grow up in that. There's no way to grow up with a dad like that famous, and you're going to be okay.
Yeah, you're not
No.
gonna be
Like my
normal.
dad was successful, and he like wrote on stuff and had plays. But I was like, if my dad was like Tony Kushner or like
Yeah.
a huge playwright, like one of the top 3 famous playwrights, I would be a goner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get Nick Reiner.
Yeah.
For God's
Yeah.
sakes,
Fuck.
you know,
Nick Reiner.
Brutal.
crazy.
Dude,
Tim's take on that was so funny, by the way.
I didn't see him talking about it.
Yeah, he was just he did a whole bit about how like he's not saying that he could have stopped it if he was invited to the party, but he could have stopped
He would have been the best guy to run into.
it because he's like, I have a schizophrenic mom, you know.
Yeah.
That rules.
This guy's losing it.
I mean, it's you
gotta check on that.
I was over by the bacon wrapped scallops while my son's losing. I mean, it's dark over there.
That was the
Don't go by the scallops. It's dark.
that was the first. Nick Reiner's the first thing though that's happened in a while where I looked and I was like, okay, this happened exactly how the media said it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like every new thing that comes out on it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I believe that. Okay, yeah, I believe that. Yeah,
Well,
I believe that.
It's amazing how quickly they piece together the timeline too. It, like he was arguing with Bill Hader at Conan's party, left in a huff, was talking about killing his parents, and then killed them that night.
Yeah.
And then his lawyer's like, yeah, it's basically, you know, like everyone's like, yeah, that's basically it. Like they're gonna blame it on the drugs, but then it makes you realize how much other stories are bullshit, right? Because
Yeah.
like that one, it's like beginning, middle, end within 48 hours,
Yeah, we knew everything.
and we still don't know what happened with JFK. So you're like, okay, so if you want to let us know what happened, you can let us know what
could,
happened.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, you guys want to wrap things up?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, now we're gonna find out like Nick Reiner was like total patsy. It was actually Wally Shawn from Princess Bride. No,
Inconceivable.
that guy's awesome. I met that guy. He's like a genuine New York communist too. It's crazy.
Sean?
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah, he's like a communist,
Yeah.
like straight up, like yeah, like
Nice.
he was too liberal in the '90s for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love My Dinner with Andre.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you got to watch it.
I gotta.
It's
I
the
was so nervous
first-
to talk to him, and I was like, "This is the sweetest guy I've ever met."
It's the first podcast.
Holy shit! Well, sell it less. Yeah, no, I have a podcast, Burbs Bros. We're actually talking about like we did like a third of conspiratorial talk on that. Well, it's the whole full one for Burbs Bros. We talk about UAPs, paranormal. You know, working on a TV show with Dan Soder for Fox. It's going well, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Nice.
That happens. We're trying to put all the positive energy out. I'll be back in March. Please follow me on Instagram. That's the big one. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thanks. And as always, subscribe to patreon.com/roughweek. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you.
We love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.